हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल द मेंटल वेक्टर्स। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट लोकेश कुमार। दोस्तों, देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु वांट्स टू परस्यू अ डिग्री आउटसाइड इंडिया, बट दे डोंट नो अ लॉट अबाउट इट, like where to apply, how to apply, which course they should apply for, how much money will it cost. Before taking such a big step, you should know all about these questions. Our today's guest is Jenifer, and she's working in the UK in one of the very reputed company. Along with that, she's pursuing her bachelor's degree in biomedical sciences in the University of Coventry. Let's talk to Jenifer and try to understand how she planned her career journey and how she managed to get a job. With that, I welcome Jenifer. Hi, Jenifer. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. So, Jenifer, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jenifer Premkumar, and I'm currently a final year student at Coventry University. I'm here to just to have a chit chat about how I came as a 18-year-old student from India and pursued my still pursuing my biomedical science and managed to get my placement here and looking for other future opportunities like PhD, masters, etc.
Okay, Jenifer. So, as you said, you are pursuing bachelor's in biomedical sciences.
Yeah.
So, why bachelor's in biomedical sciences? What is the motivation behind having a bachelor's in biomedical sciences?
Basically, when I was in India, usually Indian parents either ask you to go for engineering or like doctor stream. Probably they'll end up like in business or science sector. So I had a really nice passion about science and technology when I was in India. So I wanted to not just go for any medical stream, but also something related to current world scenarios, stuff like that. So a quick decision to make whether I have to stay back in India to like expand my career or to go abroad and see what the other opportunities I can get there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a blind research I made, and
Okay.
I came up with, okay, let's apply abroad. And obviously, any student who's in India, they will be willing to apply for abroad as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mini dream, like a bucket list. They have to go and travel and study. I specifically chose biomedical science because I was looking something related to biotech, medical field, or related to biotechnology.
Mm-hmm.
But through the universities that I applied, I finally chose biomedical because I was a bit fascinated about the course structure, the accreditation about the university.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it comes to Coventry University, they have this NHS and IBMS accredited courses.
Mm-hmm.
So, which actually helped me to see, okay, if I do this course, that's going to help me in the future. It's a bit easy for me to get a HCPC registration
Mm-hmm.
rather studying in a biomedical course which doesn't have a accreditation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing I chose biomedical in Coventry.
Okay. As Jenifer mentioned about a lot of new things, NHS and the NHS PC registration. We'll talk about it in a bit. So, Jenifer, you also mentioned there course have a lot of new good subjects. Can you tell about the subjects first of all? What all subjects are there in your course, roughly?
So it's not really complicated as we study in like year 12 in India, like 12 standard. We have like specific courses like hematology, microbiology, genetics, and molecular biology. And the next levels of the same course, which has been advanced, physiology.
So it's a 3-year course, right?
Yeah, it's a 3-year course.
And you're in your second year?
I'm moving to my final year after my placement. Yeah.
So whatever courses you're telling right now, they are throughout 3-year time, right?
Yeah, basically like 10th standard, you'll be studying about cells, but you wouldn't cover a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But you will cover that in 11th and then you cover that in 12th, like in depth.
Mhm.
So it's basically like that, but each year we will be added to a new module, like a variation of what we are studying. So all 3 years we might have genetics, all 3 years we have hematology, all 3 years we have physiology, anatomy. We'll study everything, but it's just that segments of what we study and the
Okay,
continuation
got it.
of what we study. Yeah.
Got it. So how do you plan get the admission in this sort of course? Do you have to give some exams? Do you give like IELTS or some sort of exams? Do you have to give?
Yeah, I think most of the universities for biomedical, you don't need any specific course as per I applied during my first year. So, but I'm not really sure about the current scenario. But usually they don't ask for anything like a TAS or something.
Okay.
But it might vary from university to university again, because with Coventry University they didn't ask for any ATAS.
So I think ATAS is a different thing. So I should tell you guys, ATAS is a certificate, right?
Yeah, it's a
From
certificate.
the government.
Yeah, from
right?
the government. Yeah.
Which tells that whatever you are studying is not gonna affect the population.
Yeah.
In a way that you're not going to involve in genocide or something.
Yeah.
So that is a ATAS certification. But I think like for MBAs, when they come to UK or any other course per se,
I think
they have to get IELTS, GRE. For you, this was not the case, right?
Yeah, with my degree, they didn't ask for anything because I applied for Manchester as well when I started applying for September intake.
Okay.
All I needed was just IELTS.
Okay.
So IELTS was must in Manchester, Edinburgh, Loughborough, Newcastle.
So it's a separate exam, right?
Yeah, if you're going through UCAS, like there's a protocol UCAS where you apply for universities as well. Especially bachelor students go through UCAS. So if you're going through UCAS, probably the universities that you pick, especially when I was applying, I look into the rankings of the university and what they hold position later on for me to work with the country or anywhere in the world. So that's how I was picking my universities. And most of the universities, they might need an IELTS because during that time, IELTS was a bit strict as well. So you need an academic IELTS rather than a normal IELTS. Okay. So that's the only thing. Okay, guys, if you want to know more about IELTS exams and how to prepare for it, please write it in the comment section. We'll research more about it and then tell you more about it, why and when it is needed. So Jenifer, for you, again, you didn't need to have any exam or any certifications for this university. Yeah, for my university, they didn't ask me for any IELTS, but I did do IELTS for other universities in case I need to get in there. How does the admission depends on? Is it depends on your 12th class marks or is it an interview or something? If you're applying for bachelor's, obviously they will look into your secondary school's marks, especially your grade 12. And I think that's the only thing, grade 12. And if you have your grade 10, it would be even more nicer to apply. They specifically ask for class 12. Yeah, class 12 is the percentage. You should have at least like 85% for universities when you apply. Like in India as well, there are merit-based admissions, so it's similar to that. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Any other thing which you need to get the admission in, at least for University of Coventry? Yeah, so when I applied for Coventry University, I went through clearing because I missed the intake for September. Okay. So I went through January intake, where because I don't want to waste my years, and they didn't ask for my IELTS, but also because I had a good grades, they offered me scholarship around like £2,000 for my first year. We lost that. Yeah. So yeah, apart from that, I didn't have to give any additional stuff. Also, they had an interview because any international student who are applying for Coventry University, they might have a formal interview before giving a CAS letter. So you straight away went to Coventry University website. You
There was
Yeah,
admission process.
you just have to
form.
do the admission process, and they will let you know when they will be able to take an interview with the
Mostly it happens in
student.
September, as you said.
Every intake they do this.
Mhm.
There's September intake, there's January intake, there's
Okay.
May intake.
Okay.
So whoever misses the first intake, which is September,
Mhm.
will be gone through clearing, and they'll join in Jan intake.
What is this clearing?
So let's say I was applying for Manchester, but because I had to lose like 2% in my
Okay.
year 12, unfortunately I couldn't get into the university.
Okay.
So once the deadline is passed, the university will formally inform you saying that you have to wait another year
Mhm.
to get into the university. So students like me, we don't want to waste time,
Mhm.
and especially you have parents' pressure and stuff.
Yes.
Most of the international country, or especially in the UK, they have clearing. Clearing is basically whoever missed the deadline for
Mhm.
September, they can still be considered into another intake
Mhm.
where students can apply again for the university,
Mhm.
but their classes will be different because when September intake students have a break, the students who applied in January will be studying.
Okay.
And once they finish the whole semester, they will join with the September intake students, and the classes will go on.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So it's like somewhere in India where you have multiple merit lists, but only difference is it is happening in
Yeah.
3 months interval sort of time.
Yeah, true.
And then you have courses, like you pursue your course and you have gap in between, and then eventually you merge together.
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
single grade. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So why did you choose to be in the UK? Because you're talking about Manchester University, Coventry. Why you were so much interested to be in the UK compared to any other country? Like you have other nice good courses over
Yeah.
there. Why UK?
Basically, I want to be in the UK. Here, I can say that I'm a bit diplomatic because of the university rankings.
Okay.
So if you come across the university rankings, UK got such good universities.
Oh, cool.
Where your certifications, whatever diploma you're doing, will be valued overall the world.
Mhm.
So wherever you go, whatever certificates do you have, if it is UK based, they might consider you. They might prioritize your.
No, that makes totally makes sense.
So that's the only main thing that I saw when I was applying for
Did
UK.
you try any other universities apart from UK as well?
To be honest, I applied all the universities that's in the UK. Like whatever universities I applied was based on UK because I prepared my mind that I'm gonna go to UK. So yeah.
I assume you had gone through the university ranking, then you realize the UK is better than any other
Yeah.
country, and then you decided I'll be in the UK,
Yeah.
and that's why you chose to file forms in certain UK universities, right?
Yeah, true.
Okay, cool. Why UK again compared to India? You could have done your bachelor's in India as well, right?
Exactly. I can do it in India, but the scope for my course is going to be the same. To be honest, if I'm doing biomedical or biotechnology in India, the scope is a bit less compared to if I'm doing in UK because I'm highly paid here compared to India, and also my experience matters wherever I go. Like my experience, if I get an experience in the UK, if I go to US or Australia, I'm still considered as first applicant. So if I do it in India, I still get experience, but financially, I prefer UK.
Okay, no, I got it, because in our previous podcast as well, we were talking about somebody's having a bachelor degree. What next? They will be pursuing their masters compared to getting a job back in India. So I understand. I did my bachelor's. I never ever thought of getting a job after a bachelor. I straight away went for masters and then PhD and so on. So I understand that point. But the other side of it is, how much do you have to pay for that?
There is the thing, yeah. So getting a bachelor's in the UK is not easy.
Okay.
Being an international student is really is not easy. I can say if you're financially stable in India, like if both the parents are like really doing good and they can afford like 3 years fee. It's good to pick UK, but financially it's a bit a drag. Like my fees is coming around like 60,000 to 70,000 pounds overall course package.
£60,000 for 3 years of course.
Yes.
That is the fee.
Yeah, that's the fees of
Or is
bachelor's.
it the entire package including living
No,
expenses?
that's just your fees. I'm just saying because I'm just rounding it up to
Okay.
60,000.
So when you say 60,000, it's like 60 lakhs in Indian rupees.
60 lakhs, yeah.
Okay.
More than 60 lakhs because pounds is higher
Okay.
now.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand your course fee is around £60,000.
Yeah.
And do they want the money in installments? And how did you manage to do it?
Obviously 60,000 is a big money, so obviously I opted student loan in India. My parents' mortgage, so I applied loan through mortgage. And
Do you get a 60,000 loan back in India?
To be honest, we might have gotten up to like 50, but obviously my parents doesn't want to risk that much.
Okay.
They just wanted to. I took like 35.
Okay.
And rest of the money was coming from the household. Like my
Okay.
parents were happy to invest in me.
But is it easy to get it? 35,000.
35,000. So it depends on your parents' income, how they are
So
managing.
they are the guarantor basically for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
when I came here, I started 18. So
Okay.
because my parents didn't expect that I'm gonna put a 60,000 pounds in their
Yeah.
on their head. So they were just like, okay, my daughter wants to study. Okay, let her pursue a degree. But the moment I showed them this is the fee that we need to pay, and they were like, okay, so what's next? So that's how we went to the bank. We tried. It's hard to get a loan in India.
But on top of that, if you're saying your loan was 35,000, there should be some interest rate as well. So your ultimate loan is not 35,000. It will be something more, right?
So whatever money I took for my education was 35. So while I'm paying, it should be like a little bit extra because obviously they'll put interest. But I hear this thing like I'm going to apply as well. So there is this girl child scheme in India where for girl child the interest rate should be less, like it will be less when you opt for a loan. So do check it out if someone is interested for bachelor's and if you're going to apply in any other country. Obviously I would say check with your bank what all the benefits you can get as for girl child.
Sure. I think there are some schemes going on.
There's so many schemes for girl child.
Not
also.
For boys anyways.
I think for students also they have some schemes and stuff, but
there are loans available. I'm not sure how it works, so we can I'm thinking of talking about this with someone who actually understands this better. So we'll talk about it about
also this. If you're a really good student in at your school and really wanted to travel and explore new culture and try to get a degree outside, I would say there's so many scholarships available, international scholarships available for students who are like willing to study abroad and pursue their career. Because when I applied, I didn't really had any information regarding this. I was just blindly applying and I took loan and stuff. But if I know when I was in India that I can still apply for scholarships, I would have applied as well, because scholarships mostly depends on your grade as well as your personal statement. So how you present yourself to this scholarship person. So it really matters, because I've seen so many students in my university got scholarships even though they are international students. So that way all 3 years will be balanced. Even your living expenses will be carried by the external scholarship persons.
Do you by chance remember any of these fellowship
I
names?
think there's something start with C, but I'm not really sure. It's called
okay, never mind. We will find out what all scholarships are there. And as you were talking about your scholarships, could you tell more about that, please?
It's given based on my grades from the university, because they just need like 75% for my degree,
Okay.
but I had more than that. So
Okay.
they just gave me like a package of £2,000 for my first year. They just reduced it in my fees.
So when you say £2,000, that is for one semester,
Yeah, one semester.
and are they doing it every semester?
No, they don't do for every semester. It's just like, I think now it's £3,000, the upcoming students.
Is it for annually at least? For 3 years at least
No,
6,000?
it was just for your first year.
Okay, it's a discount. It's not a.
It's just like a
Okay.
yeah. That's how they put, like, it's a
Yeah,
scholarship.
it's a
yeah.
it's a huge amount of money which they are charging.
Mhm.
I mean, they can do something about it. It's
Yeah.
really good. So does everybody gets this? Just whoever is having more grades according to their
I
set of
think
baseline or
I think
something?
now whoever is applying to conventional university, they can opt for it. They can
Mhm.
sign up for it. If
Mhm.
they have it, they might give it to you,
Oh,
depending on the circumstance, like what grades and stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Or as you said, it can be a discount as well with them. So
mhm, mhm.
yeah.
So it's not just about the tuition fee we are talking about now.
Yeah.
A lot of money which is needed for the daily expenses as well,
Yeah.
right? So how much that is roughly? I know you're having a job and we're trying to compensate it with that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that as well. Just want to know
Yeah.
if someone is coming to the UK for a bachelor course, how much they need in their pocket and how much they
Okay.
should be looking
Firstly, when you know that you're coming to UK,
for. Mhm.
especially when you apply for your visa, the money will go like water.
Mhm.
Like, because you have to pay for your health surcharge,
Mhm.
which they calculate for 3 years.
Mhm.
So I think each year it was like 50,000.
It was 50,000. Now it's a lot more.
Um,
And 1,200
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it was 50,000 when I applied, like
Uh-huh.
47 or 50. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. And then it sum up to 1,47,000 or something.
Okay.
And you have to pay it online. So
Mhm.
make sure you have a Visa card, because I was really struggling.
Visa card.
Yeah, like to make the payment.
Oh, okay.
So,
You're talking about the
yeah.
payment
Yeah,
card.
so because UK has this system where you have to pay through Visa cards and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're opting for loan, yeah, that's good, because you can just submit your bank letter. But if you're having like personal savings,
Mhm.
especially like master students, they mostly have like personal savings.
Mhm.
And whoever have personal savings, they have to maintain like 28 days bank statement that they have money in the account for 28 days, like a saving.
Mhm.
So you have to give that to the visa people.
Mhm.
And yeah, after that, your flight surcharges, your and also for your visa thing, they'll probably ask you, did you apply for an accommodation? Because you need to show them the proof that you have a place to stay when you come to UK. So
How much do you pay for your accommodation roughly?
when I came in 2022, I paid like 5,000 something, because my parents didn't like. Yeah, here. A year, like a intake base, basically. So from September to next year August.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 5,000 something.
That is staying plus the utility as well, right?
Yeah, staying and utility. So that's the benefit with living in accommodation, student accommodation, because student accommodation is like everything you will have. Yeah. Apart from that, it's just you might just have like £3,000 that you need to have like a saving coming here, because if you don't get a job, because getting a job in the UK is hard.
I know.
So most of the students, I feel like, even myself, when I came here, I worked in warehouse, I worked here, I worked like small jobs here and there. But I would say there's always an opportunity to look for, because people, when they come here, they don't know where to go. You see 5 students going to warehouse, you'll be like, okay, we can make money there. We can just, help ourselves. But it's not the fact, because there's labs. So basically, when I applied for labs and stuff, I was amazed, because why didn't I know this in my first year? So I could have not worked in a warehouse. But it's also like, again, life experience. Like, you're just gaining experience everywhere you go.
Yeah.
For like,
I totally agree to that. So when you're saying expenses means 5,000, you're saying you need for your accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
If I roughly say it's like 15,000 for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then assume 5,000 again for staying a year. Just you need bread and butter, right?
Yeah.
Every day. So
Yeah.
roughly. So we'll say it'll be like 30,000 pounds
Mm-hmm.
for another 3 years. So that much money we are looking for if you wants to pursue a biomedical science or a bachelor course,
True.
3-year bachelor course here. Along with that, we need visa fees, flight and all. It's quite expensive.
Flight is really expensive, yeah.
So another 5,000 pound, we will say, it's quite a lot of money you're talking about now. Okay.
It's business.
Okay. I understand you need a lot of money to pursue a bachelor course here.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. My next question is, why biomedical sciences? You must be knowing there are other courses. First of all, are there other courses which you think now somebody should pursue or somebody should know about? And are they similarly expensive?
To be honest, my fees was increased after my first year. So my first year was like 16,000, was like standard fees for international students. But then after the resection that they had for the UK, they increased it like £2,000 more.
My God.
So yeah, and I think most of the courses are still 16,000. And only biomedical they increased a bit.
So when you say other courses, because I was checking some courses in Coventry University, there are other courses like paramedics is also
yeah, paramedics is one of the good line as well, because they do like placements as well in the hospitals and stuff, especially for nursing and stuff. It's really good in Coventry University because I've seen the buildings. I think Coventry is mostly famous for engineering, automotive engineering, and the rest of the science engineering. And to be honest, the faculty is also big for engineering department. And also the mainstream is biomedical, pharmaceutical, and also like human bioscience.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are different divisions because we might have similar classes sometimes. For first year, we had pharmaceutical students and biomedical students in the same lectures because we share the same module. But the level that you go up and up, because you will be in level 4 for first year, level 5 in second year, and level 6 in level 5 or 6, depending on if you're taking a placement or not. So yeah, each level you have your advanced education going on. But I think biomedical is a good course. Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah, biomedical is a really good course because you have many opportunities in the UK.
So as you were talking about earlier about NHS and HCPC registration.
Yeah.
So could you tell more about that? What it is and why do you need it? And does your course provide that?
So it's basically you're just getting a license to work legally in the UK.
Okay.
As a
HCPC
biomedical
registration,
scientist.
yes.
That's HCPC. Again, if you go into HCPC, you need to do a 1-year NHS portfolio training placement.
Apart from your 3 years stuff.
Apart from your 3 years.
So it's your course doesn't gives you a HCPC registration?
You can still apply, but for HCPC, what they need is your course need to be IBMS accredited.
What's IBMS?
Institute of Biomedical Science.
Okay.
So that's the main institute all over the UK they share.
Okay.
So your course must be IBMS accredited, and also there's a mandatory training where you complete your 1-year portfolio, where you learn all the skills that need to become a biomedical scientist.
So once you are done with your course, you are planning or you have to go for that 1-year training?
I think if you're passing a master's, you might look for technology and business management and stuff. So if someone who's like really into labs and someone who's really into like wet labs or dry labs, there's difference that you can either work in wet labs or you can either work in dry labs where you just work in a company, you look after the stocks, you look after the finances and stuff like that. So it depends on the individual what they're looking for. So you don't need HCPC everywhere, because if you're not working in the lab, you don't need a HCPC. But if you want to become a biomedical scientist, if you want to have that title, you need a HCPC.
HCPC is mostly you need it for NHS, right?
Yeah, especially for NHS. Yeah, if you're industrial sites, you don't have to have a HCPC.
Okay, so guys, NHS is something called a hospital thingy here in the UK. So all the hospitals are, what do you say, under NHS?
Yeah,
it's an
organization.
Agency. Yeah, government agency, like which controls all the hospitals
in the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah,
and if you want to work in any of the hospitals or hospital related jobs, like even for pathology lab as well,
yeah,
you need a HCPC registration. Cool. Okay. Now, as you have told, you have a lot of money to pay to a lot of people. How are you trying to compensate it? Like when you said yes, you can do a biomedical sciences in India, because when I did my bachelor's, there was a course biomedical sciences in the same college. So again, I understand the job market
is low.
Is low after having this course. How did you manage your expenses here, and how are you planning your all the fundings and stuff?
By God's grace, I'm doing okay and well here. So yeah, but I think my parents is my big support.
Okay.
Again, because when I came first, I was not really. I didn't know where to look for jobs. I didn't know whom to ask. I didn't know what to do because I was just freshly a newbie coming from India. Basically, I just finished school and I came to a real world experience. So it was because I had a place to stay because my parents paid the whole year.
Yeah.
So I was a bit like, okay, I was pushing it a little bit slow because I was like, okay, let me find a job. But I was not actively looking for a job that time. I was just focusing on my university again. And after some point, I was like, obviously, I can't always depend on my parents. I need to go out and explore more. I was looking for part-time. So basically here with part-time is really hard to get. So you can get a full-time job, but it's really, really hard to get a part-time. Being a student is really hard to get. But also, on the other side, there's always opportunities. Like there's jobs, but it's hard to get in. Because if you know the way to how to get in, it's easy for you to get a part-time. But otherwise, it's just like we might just end up like in a different field we don't know, like work in a warehouse, restaurants. But I think it all pays off one day because obviously if you're working 20 hours, you just need 20 hours. It's easy accessible to work in a warehouse than working in a professional office.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think people have to look into websites. There are companies that are out there who can give 20 hours, and because we have a visa restricted hours, that's why it's hard to apply part-time. But I would say that most of the websites, I think now they have like specific limited hours that students are looking for. So I think it's a good way to look for jobs and stuff.
So first thing is, just to clarify, you can only work 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
A week. Right. As a
Yeah.
student, you can only work 20 hours a week. That's how your visa restrictions are.
Yes.
Okay. Second thing is, to get a job is difficult. When you say it's difficult, do you mean to get a job in your own stream, own what you are doing right now?
Yeah.
Or you're talking about the other jobs like...
No. The other remote jobs are fine. You can get it easily. But getting a job in your actual field is a bit competitive.
Yes.
Because UK has the most international students coming every single year. Like most of the students in my class are like internationals. They're from India, from Nepal, from other, like every part of the world. But to get specifically, like you have to stand out to apply. Like if you apply, I didn't even know when I came in the first year, I didn't even know that I can apply for NHS. Because I was thinking, if I don't have a HCPC, I can't apply to NHS. Because I thought I have to finish my bachelor's to apply to NHS. It's not the case. There are band 2 jobs, there are band 3 jobs, there are band 1 jobs where you don't need a bachelor's to apply to NHS. So you can just apply with your credentials that you have from your year 12, year 10, and your experience. All they are looking for is the way you can manage the team and stuff. Cool. So every time you go into an NHS application, they'll ask you certain personal preference questions where like, are you a good team player? Can you work under pressure and stuff? So these are the things they're looking for. So you can easily apply to NHS as well. It's not really hard, but it's competitive again. You have to stand out against other applicants. You have to make sure you have all the criteria that they put in the website to think that your application is being valid for them to see, okay, we can take this candidate. So that's how it is. Because when I applied for my lab that I'm working, I can't say the name, but yeah,
that's okay.
When I applied for my lab, they called me for part-time, but because I had a placement year opportunity, so I just asked them if I can get a placement year instead of a part-time. So my company was happy to offer me a placement, so that's why I did a placement year.
Okay, cool. So Jenifer, as you mentioned that you can get a job in NHS, and plus you already have a job right now part-time in one of the nice company here. So is it good enough for your livelihood? Basically, I'm trying to understand, are you able to compensate for your expenses when you are able to work only 20 hours a week?
As I said, 20 hours is not really like a big money that you can make. So hardly you'll be working for 80 hours a whole month.
Yes.
So that's like 700 to 800 if you're in a nice job.
Okay. When you say 700, it's a basic pay you're talking about.
Yeah, right? I'm talking about the basic pay.
So if you're working in a warehouse or somewhere, that is also a basic pay.
Yeah.
If you're working in a company like this one, it's also a basic
it's also
pay, right?
basic pay. It's enough to cover your rent and
at least
for your daily expenses. I would say for your food and stuff, food and fuel, basically, like for transportation and stuff. But you still need money. Like
I understand.
that's gonna go really quick because some students here manage to get like a cheap accommodation.
Yes.
Where they can maintain the day-to-day living expenses with the money that they make. But some students' accommodations are a bit higher. It's gonna be like the money will come into your bank and go soon.
I understand.
It's like that. It's so quick.
Yes.
But apart from that, as a student, can you save up? You can if you can work full-time during your vacation period.
Which is normally 2 months.
It is 2 months, yeah, two and a half or 2 months.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah. Only your term time you are restricted to work 20 hours. When you're in your vacations, you can do like 40 hours or more.
Does your company allows that?
Yeah, you can you can ask the company. You have to formally give a term letter from the university. All the universities in the UK have the website where you can generate your term letter, and you can submit to the employer, and they might change your contract to full time for some period. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can work 20 hours a week. That will help you some other way. Plus you can work any holidays mostly.
Yeah.
You can, and that is also going to support you. That's good. Plus you can work after you finish your degree.
Yeah.
So this is called something called PSW.
Yeah.
Can you tell more about that?
PSW is basically once you finish your graduation degree and get your certificate, UK is giving you to apply for 2 years. I think now it's been restricted to 18 months.
Oh,
I'm not really sure whether it's been.
The rules are changing.
Yeah, the rules are changing. So, but standardly it was 2 years. So those 2 years is basically giving you the exposure for you to look for jobs. So if you're lucky enough, you can secure a job at your workplace and then get sponsored to stay back for longer and stuff. Otherwise, in the other side, if you wanted to go back to your country, you can just gain 2 years experience in an industry or any other sector that you're looking for. And you can take those experience, go back to your country and use it in a nice way. So if you have a 2 years experience in the UK, obviously you can travel to a different country as well, or you can go back to your same country. Like I can go back to India and say that I have 2 years experience and I have an international exposure. So they might be like taking me into consideration to apply any jobs in India as well.
Okay. Yeah. So when you say 2 years PSW visa they're giving, first of all, you have to pay for visa and NHS again, right?
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to PSW, it's same like how you're applying for visa for your student. It's like you have to extend your visa for 2 more years. And you have to pay the same health surcharge. And yeah. And
you also mentioned about sponsorship.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So sponsorship is basically to either you can be formally sponsored by a company or organization like NHS and government bodies or university sites. So if you're working under a university can sponsor you for how many years they want to work with you. Or if it is an organization, they'll give you a sponsorship as well. And if you're looking for industrial sites, they might sponsor you depending on how the UK regulations are. And your annual income. So how much you can make and what kind of degree I might hold. And yeah, also your experience again.
Normally, a bachelor degree is not enough for your career. If you want to pursue a master's, maybe within UK, how will the situation be? Like, how will the financial as well as the visa situations will be?
So if I'm doing a master's in the UK or anywhere else, firstly, I'll take the opportunity of 2 years where I can find job, gain some experience and stuff. Because you really need experience when you're applying for any job because they always look for experience in the UK. And also, I will look for scholarship programs because
now you know a lot more.
Yeah, because now I'm like, okay, my eyes are open, like I can see what I can do with my master's. But on the other hand, I'm also looking forward to do PhD.
Okay.
You might ask how I can do PhD because in the UK, if you do bachelor's in the UK, you can directly apply for PhD.
That's a good thing, yeah. So, good thing you mentioned about it because I know a few people, especially when I was working, there was a girl in my lab, she was pursuing a PhD and I was talking to her and she was like, oh, I just did bachelor's and after that a PhD. And I'm like, I spent 3 years for my bachelor's, 2 years for my master's and then so many years for my PhD. Come on. This is not the case here.
Yeah, that's a good benefit if you're doing bachelor's in the UK because you can directly jump to PhD.
Okay.
But you should actually have a good grades and you have to have experience and also whatever research proposal you're going to give or submit to the university and the university should be comfortable taking you in. Yeah.
No. It is good because first of all, where you are having a bachelor, master, and a PhD, if you're in India, it'll be almost 10 to 12 years.
Exactly.
And if you're having a PhD in UK, after a bachelor, it'll be something like 3 to 4 years. You're done with your career.
It's like basically
like 5
two
years
bachelors.
Maybe. Yeah, sort of 5 years. Half the tenure has gone down to half.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's a very, very good thing being in UK.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I want to ask is you are pursuing a BSMS Biomedical Sciences course in the UK, plus in between you're having a job, and that is I think a full-time job.
Basically, because I had a placement here.
So how does it work when you say it's a placement? Because you're still halfway in your course.
Yeah. So usually placements here are done after second year.
Okay.
So once you are done with your second year, you can either apply for placement year or you can directly jump to your final year.
Okay.
So that's why my course is a bit structured as optional placement year. So it's up to the student whether they can look for a placement or directly go to final year. And also within the placement, you can either apply to NHS placement, which is unpaid,
Okay.
and industrial placement, which is paid.
Okay.
So I chose industrial placement because obviously I have to make some B's. But it's good to take a NHS placement because usually once you finish your degree, you have to do 2 years of mandatory training.
Okay.
To get your HCPC registration done.
Okay.
Because your portfolio will be dragged to 2 years. But then if you're doing with the course, like during your course, if you do an NHS placement, it's just 1 year. So that's a 1 year portfolio training, but which is unpaid. Some institutions pay a bit, but mostly it's unpaid. But it's good because once you finish your degree, you can directly apply for HCPC. Because you already have, and also the hospital that you worked with NHS for your portfolio training, they will happy to take you in. They will happily offer you a job because now they know that you're a HCPC registered biomedical scientist. Yeah. So
if I understand correctly, it is like you're having 2 years where you're studying in your course. Then you get a 1 year placement, optional, if at all you want. You can work full time. And then you again go back to your course for another 1 year.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Cool. And the fees, when you're saying for these 4 years, the fees will be for 3 years only, right?
Yeah, the fees only for 3 years. I think now they changed a bit for placement year. So the student have to pay like 2,000 or something.
Extra.
Or I'm not sure whether it is for visa because I extended my visa when I was in India because I told them that I'm going to do a placement here.
Okay.
So that's why.
Before joining the course.
Yeah, I told them I'm going to do a
so
placement.
So you took a straight away 4-year visa.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
That's what I did. So yeah, but if students who are international here, likely they got the offer for a placement, they can still extend it from within the UK. Yeah.
And this 1-year visa is separate from the PSW visa.
Yes.
Cool. So in the UK, the rules are changing very frequently.
Yeah. It's like UK weather. Yeah.
True. So yeah, it's changing every now and then. They are coming up with some rules. How is it going to affect your career plans in the UK?
I think my course is a bit secured because biomedical field is actually a secured field. I feel like it's a bit safe because, and also it's troublesome as well at the same time because you might get opportunity, you might not. Because mostly if you want to have a secure job and if you are looking for a like future in the UK, and you might need a sponsorship, so you will need a sponsorship endlessly. So obviously people will be going for NHS and applying there. So I think NHS is providing sponsorship for my course because even the title you see with the NHS jobs, it will be saying biomedical scientist. So it's actually a registered job. So once you get your portfolio training done, you can still you can just uplift yourself with band 5, band 6, band 7, band 8. And yeah, that's how it works. So I think with the current situation, I feel like my course is a bit safe.
Plus, I think
NHS always needs biomedical scientists. Yeah.
Because I think there are a lot of shortage occupation visas available in NHS.
Yeah.
So if you are somehow in the NHS, you'll be getting a visa.
Yeah.
And most probably you'll get a decent job as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. That sounds quite promising though. So what is next? What is your plan to?
My plan is basically finish my degree.
Okay.
I'm hoping to crack distinction, but hopefully if it happened, I'll be so happy. And after that, My aim is to apply for PhD. Like I wanted to move forward with the career, like my education. But I'll always give a try to NHS because in whichever clicks, I'm gonna choose that part. But mostly, I'll give my importance to PhD because I just wanted to finish everything together. Like 5 years, let me just finish my education.
Because while you're pursuing a PhD, you'll also get some money as well as a stipend. So
true.
That makes sense.
True.
And do you ever think of going back to India if at all the visa situations doesn't work out? And if so, what are the opportunities you think you'll be having?
The thing is, there's so many biotechnology, biomedical field in India as well.
Okay.
There's like hospital-based jobs as well. So I think overall, it's a safe and promising job. Again, a promising degree. So I feel like I can apply any country at this point. Like anywhere in the world, they might look for someone who did biomedical or related
Especially
to
when
medical
you
science. Yeah.
You got a course done in UK.
And also, I'm happy that I have an experience of 1 year of my placement, which actually adds up to my degree. And yeah, that would greatly help me in the future as well.
It's nice. Do you have any sort of suggestions or any sort of comments for the people who are actually planning to come out for their bachelor's or master's or whatever? So do you have any message to them?
I would say focus on grades. Like grade is really must. Like if you have a good grade, you can opt for a scholarship, external scholarship.
When you say grade is in 12th class, you're saying?
Yeah, like your percentage wise, like your grades that you're going to submit to the university. So I'll always say look for scholarships because we might miss out because there's so many scholarships for international students. And also the universities will give you scholarship regard if you're a gold medalist and stuff like that. So there's so many criteria you can apply to UK or any other part of country that you want to study and pursue your master's, bachelor's, PhD. And also have savings. It's really important to start saving. And yeah, I think those are the two main things that you have to focus. Your grades, look for scholarships, good university rankings, and plan yourself for 3 years. And if you have any distractions and stuff, you have to cut it down because you're in the business. So yeah.
Cool. Okay. Thanks a lot for sharing so much information with us.
Oh, thank you.
I hope, guys, if at all you are planning to go for an international bachelor's or a master's, Jenifer has given us a lot of information how to plan the course, how much money will you be needing during the course, and what sort of jobs you can go for if at all you are in the UK. I think if at all you are planning to get the course done outside India, you have to be very much planned in advance, right?
Yeah.
You need to know all sort of information before coming. And if you do so, I think your career will be on track always.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So again, thanks a lot, Jenifer, for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And if you have any comments or suggestions, please write in the comment section and we'll try to answer those questions ASAP. With that, thank you, guys, and bye-bye.